Houston, we have a problem. It's to do with this Firmamatic automatic garage door opener. It's cactus. It's time to get rid of it. I've tried to fix it. I've gone to YouTube, looked at all the videos. For the last 3 months, it's been playing up, where it goes up a little bit, goes down, goes up a little bit, goes down. Oh, it might go up now, and then it goes up. So it's been doing that for a little bit. Retensioned the spring, made sure the guide rails are all right, everything's sweet, but that thing just will not cooperate. She's been a good old girl. I've had her for about 21 years, so I've got no complaints, but she's had a day in the sun and it's time to put her in the bin. So if you think you're a bit of a handyman and you want to save yourself a couple of $100, then this video is for you. So let's go and have a crack. So this brand is stocked at Bunnings. Done my homework, it's got good reviews, so I went down and bought it. Cost me $500. This is the top of the range one. There is 3 units, a $300, a $400 and a $500. This one's for the double door, which is what this one is. Anyway, let's go and install it. So you can see the motors up on that side. So the first thing we got to do is go over to this side. You've got some new bolts which hold down the spring tensioner. We got to check and make sure that those are tight, because we got to take off the brackets on the other side. And if that is not tight, the spring will unroll. So we're gonna have to make sure that that's tight. So then we can undo this other end here and pull it all apart, so we can pull the old one out and put the new one in. Since we got to take off this bracket down here, because we can't take the motor off unless we take the bracket off, we have to secure this in the air with some kind of brace. And for those of you who have been watching my channel recently, I bet you know what I'm going to use to hold this up in the air. Gonna use this. So now I've secured the door up in the air by using this. I've placed some cushions underneath it so we don't scratch it or damage the roller door itself. Now, just as a precaution, I'm going to put this piece of wood under here just to prop this up, just to make sure that there's no malfunction and it drops. So I've just unpacked the box. We've got one controller, 1, 2, 3 remote controls, whole heap of bolts, clamps here, a heavy weight for the door, which I've already got on there, and the instructions, which we should read first. Only joking. We've read it. I'm all clued up on it now. It's time to pull the old one off and put the new one on. So the first thing we got to do is put the stop collar on. It goes on the opposite side of where the motor goes. So we got to put it up here, but because we're replacing this motor, there's already one there, so we don't have to do that. But if you haven't got a motor on there, make sure you put the stop collar on. Then while we're down here at this end, we're going to make sure that these U-bolts are tight, so the spring tension doesn't undo when we undo the other side. So those 2 bolts there, you can see, there's a U-bolt there, that holds that. That's the tensioning bar. If that slips, all your spring tension will go. So we've got to make sure that these 2 are tight, because we're going to be undoing the other side. Now we can undo this U-bolt. Now that that's done, we can remove this bracket, so then we can get this off. Now we can remove the old motor. Now the new motor's on, we can now put the bracket back on and tighten it up. Now that the bracket's on, I haven't tightened it up, it's just loose at the moment because I've got to put this U-bolt over the top of this to tighten down the spring. So now that the U-bolt holding the spring on is 100% tight, we will now adjust this bracket and tighten them up. Alright, now that this is all secure and all tightened up, all we got to do is remove everything out the road, plug it in, and then tune it in to make sure it works. Now I've just got to put this rope on. This disengages the motor so you can pull the door down manually should there be a problem. So at the moment it's engaged. So if I pull on this, disengages it. So it's time to do the programming. So I'm not only just doing it for you viewers, I'm also doing it for me so I can refer back to it should I have any problems. So here we go. So the first thing we've got to do is make sure this is programmed to the right side of the roller door. This can be used on either the left as it is here now, or it can be used on the right. So apparently if we press this P button in for 5 seconds, the 1 or the 2 button will flash, and if it's flashing on the 1, that means it's set for the left hand side. If it flashes on the 2, it means it's set for the motor to be on the right hand side. Okay, so it's flashing on number 2. Number 2 is the right. We want it to go on to the left hand side, which is number 1. So we just got to press the S button, and now it changes it over to the 1 side, which is the left hand side. Now all we got to do is press the P button in, and it's set for the left hand side, this motor. So now it's time to set the positioning of the door, so when it goes up it stops there, and when it goes down it stops down there. And how we do that is, at the moment it's locked, so we'll manually unlock it, bring it down to about halfway, lock the door back. So now it's locked in. Now press it up and take it up to the top to where you want it to stop. Now that that's done, we got to press the P button, and that accepts that position. Now all we got to do is set the down position, so we'll hold the down button down until it gets right down to the bottom where we want it to stop. Which is that. And now you got to press the P button. Now we just got to teach it to go up and down by itself while we're here. So we'll press the up button, and it's perfect on the way up. Now we'll make it go down. And that's perfect too. So now all we got to do is just check these remote controls. We've got 3 of them with this unit, which is great. So there's 1 for me, 1 for the wife, and 1 for inside the house. These are supposed to be already programmed, so let's just check them quickly. So there you go. All 3 of them are programmed in and they all work. So that's a bonus. It's one less thing you have to worry about. So on your 2 keyring remote controls, you've got 2 remote switches on there. One which is already set up for the motor, and the other one is blank. But you can program that to work for the light. So if the light is off and you walk in here and you want it to turn on, but not the roller door, you can program just to turn the light on. And this is how you do it. Press the S button once, it'll flash twice. Press the P button once, and then press the blank remote control button. It'll flash twice. Now it should be programmed. So I should be able to turn it off. And there you go, it turns off. And there you go, it turns back on. Beautiful. So as a person who's a bit of a handyman, likes to get out there and have a crack at doing anything, especially stuff like this, How would I rate this on the Richter scale? From hard, which is 10, to easy being 1, I'd probably rate it 2. It was piss easy to do. Anyone could do this. And I know I used a tractor to hold this up, some of you will be saying, but I only did that because I didn't know how heavy this thing was. But once I had it all unhooked down here, I could lift this up pretty easy. It wasn't heavy at all. So if you've got a really reliable, strong ladder, you could put a ladder under there to hold this up, no problems at all. Just make sure it doesn't fall off. So if you want to save yourself a couple of $100 and you rate yourself as a bit of a handyman, I'd say go and have a crack at it. It was easy. All right then, I'll see you in the next episode.